Hi, my name's Noah, and I am a third-year electrical engineering student.
Hi, my name's Matt, and I'm a fourth-year electrical engineering student here at UVA.
Matt, the greatest challenge I feel engineering students face at the university is having to declare their major at the end of the first year. I, for one, wanted to declare mechanical, but in the end declared electrical, which I feel was a much better decision. But I remember distinctly at the beginning of my year, I didn't really know enough about the majors to fully make a decision, and I feel like a lot of first years don't either. And it's really kind of a hefty decision to make because it's going to affect the rest of your life.
So Noah and I, being electrical engineering students, decided to put together this video to help anyone making this kind of decision to understand what electrical engineering students do.
I feel like that's a great first question is, what exactly is an electrical engineer?
Yeah, great question, Noah. Why don't we ask some of the UVA faculty about that? What is electrical engineering exactly?
So electrical engineering is a discipline where you use other knowledge, other disciplines like computer science, material science, physics, mathematics, to create then electrical or electronic devices to solve real problems.
Electrical engineering is a foundation to solve problems in virtually any field, from health systems to energy systems to robotics, aeronautics, finance. Electrical engineering really is that thing that drives the smart technologies that are emerging all around our world.
Well, Noah, now that we've talked a bit about what electrical engineering is, do you have any other questions that you'd wish you'd known when you were first year?
Actually, yes. So we know a little bit more about what electrical engineering is, but what exactly does an electrical engineer do?
Well, it turns out electrical engineers do a lot of different things, whether it's designing electronic circuits, computers, communication systems, or alternative energy systems, or whether it's in medicine, business, or law. Electrical engineers are involved in all of these fields.
Electrical engineers have a lot of fun. They're one of the few professions where you get to see a problem in the real world, you get to design a solution to that problem, harnessing the power of the electron, you get to test your design and actually see it solve a problem and affect people's lives.
Electrical engineers work in everything ranging from a purely abstract theoretical environment to working in laboratories to design devices. We work in factories to design products and to design the way products are made. We even have engineers and electrical engineers that go into outer space.
Thank you, Asma, for joining me today. You were a great TA last semester in digital signal processing. Do you think you could please introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name is Asma and I'm a third-year PhD student in the Department of Electrical Engineering at UVA. One of the reasons I decided to become an electrical engineer was the diversity of its applications in fields such as space, communications, signal processing, medicine, instrumentation, and so. Matt, why did you choose to become an electrical engineer?
I just love how hands-on and practical it is.
Actually, that's a good question for faculty to ask. Why should anyone decide to become an electrical engineer?
As an electrical engineer, you will have the opportunity to have a large influence on technology innovation in modern society. So everything from the ability for us to use data and other information for computation, the ability to be able to use energy to supply a lot of the things in modern society are things that electrical engineers get a chance to influence and work on.
You might consider being an electrical engineer because it's a very broad field. And so right now you're interested in one thing, but that may not last your whole life. And electrical engineering, you can transition from one thing to the other, never be bored because you're always working on new stuff. Electrical engineering is going to be here for centuries.
So Asma, I have one more question for you. What gets you excited about electrical engineering?
The thing that excites me the most is that it's about the real life and it's about the things that you see in everyday life.
Great answer. Why don't we ask the faculty that question? What gets you excited about electrical engineering?
One of the things that makes me most excited about electrical engineering is its virtually limitless application. From the sensors that interact with our world, to the devices, circuits, and radios that process, store, and transmit data, to the data analysis techniques and the control algorithms that convert that data to information and decisions and actions. Electrical engineering is central to all the things that make our smart world work.
You know, Noah, I heard there have been a lot of changes in the introductory electrical engineering course sequence. Do you think you could talk a little bit about them?
Definitely, yeah. They did away with the traditional lecture and lab section, and now we have what are called studio classes, where at the very end of the lecture you push away your notebook and you get started hands-on with the circuit you were talking about 20 seconds ago in the lab.
Wow. You know, I'm not at all surprised by the innovation at the classroom and the new fundamentals classes. Why don't we hear from the faculty a little bit about the ways that they're transforming teaching at UVA?
Our undergraduate program in electrical engineering at UVA is centered around hands-on experiential learning, where you learn by doing, not just by listening.
And so our curriculum is focused on what we call the studio format, where you get a chance to actually hear about the material and in the same classroom get a chance to actually do experiments where you get to see how those concepts behave in real life. We know that that will lead to a much more powerful and interesting learning experience for you.
Electrical engineering is a lifestyle, not a major.
Electrical engineering is the manipulation of electrons.
Electrical engineering is universal.
Electrical engineering is way too cool for words.
Electrical engineering is the 21st century.
Electrical engineering is the Swiss Army knife that will allow you to shape the future.
Electrical engineering is the brain in our increasingly smart world.
Electrical engineering is your way to shape the future.
Electrical engineering is about harnessing the fundamental forces of the universe to change the world. It is the coolest thing you could ever do.
Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about electrical engineering or our program, email me at the link below.